plaintiff, Courtney Killian, says she and the defendant became friends with benefits after meeting at a party. But the defendant turned out to be a compulsive liar who constantly smoked pot. Courtney's suing him today for 2 unpaid loans. Defendant Casey Hester says Courtney not only smokes pot, but she also abuses cocaine and Molly. Casey claims Courtney even brought cocaine into his home against his wishes, and he's countersuing because he claims Courtney attacked him and damaged his property.
Start with you.
Okay. I met Casey on St. Patrick's Day at a party. We got to talking and we decided to become friends with benefits.
When? This past St. Patrick's?
Yes.
Okay.
And after I started talking to him and get to know him, I realized he was just a compulsive liar and a giant pothead. He lied to me about his age. The night I met him, he told me he was 22. He was only 21. He lied to me about whose house it was and who was living there. He lied to me about how he lost his job.
Look, thought you all were just friends with benefits. What you need to know all his business for? He's have friends with benefits, and just every now and then you just go through that and get your benefits. And
you don't have to fill out a questionnaire.
Yeah, you don't fill out no questionnaire. You get straight to business.
Well, he wanted to be more than friends.
Unless you're talking about pension, are you talking about your pension? Maybe or health care?
Well, he wanted to be more than friends.
If you're talking about the type that involves sexual relations, that's what that means. We're just cool, but the main thing is this relationship is based on sex.
The relationship was based off of I want my money back.
We're not talking about your money yet. So don't jump to that like I'm talking about something I don't know. Because what I'm saying is exactly what I know to be the case based on what you said. So the relationship is based on friends with benefits. Not just the relationship is based on I want my money back. Don't ever talk like that again to me. You understand? All right, that's considered disrespectful and contemptuous. Sir, you want to give me some background? She said you all were friends with benefits, but yet she had to interrogate you every time you came to get your benefit. That was a tough friends with benefits situation. She may as well have been your wife.
Well, Go ahead. It wasn't even worth it at that point, the benefits part. But like she said, we have been talking and pretty much dating at that point, because as much as she's saying it was friends with benefits, it was more than that at that point, for up to 5 months. At that point,
well, that's why she was asking you when you come and go and where you're at and who stays where and what's your real age. Because as you say, you were dating and not just friends with benefits. Now I understand. So you should have told the truth, ma'am. Go ahead, because now this makes more sense.
Right. And at that point, she said, I'm an avid weed smoker. That's not true. I don't smoke pot. That's not my goal. That's not my niche.
That's a lie, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
She is a alcoholic and a drug user. She smokes mass amounts of marijuana, and she also does coke and loves Molly, and she's a party girl pretty much. And I didn't
That's
see
a lie, Your Honor.
I didn't see that persona through her until 2 months into talking to her, due to the fact that multiple times I've told her not to bring coke to my house, and instead she would bring coke with her coke addict friends, also the one that she brought today. And they would do coke in my kitchen and do it with my
That's a lie, Your Honor.
And they've also done it in front of my friend Mike here multiple times. And I told her not to at that point, but she still didn't listen to me and just decided to go around me and do whatever. And there's been times where I'd have my little sister come over and she'd go in the kitchen and she'd be like, what's this on the counter? And it's residue from her from the night before.
That's a lie, Your Honor. I've never done that.
He sounds very believable. He has his details down. He's saying it concise, and he sounds believable. All right, go ahead.
And fast forwarding to about August, she got into an accident on her birthday. She totaled her car because she was drinking and driving, even though the night before I told her. Is that true?
No, I did crash my car, yes.
You weren't drinking? You didn't receive a citation for
No.
drinking? All right, go ahead, sir.
And at that point, I was already planning that weekend not to talk to her anymore, and I was going to cut her off. And
why? Because she used coke?
Yes, I'm not a fan of that. I've seen too many people go.
He did it as well, Your Honor.
No, I don't even like when a doctor puts that thing up my nose.
That's you. You're talking about her.
Exactly. But
ma'am, tell me why you're suing him for these loans.
Because he promised to pay me back, and he's not paying me back.
All right. And your defense is what?
No, I do not owe her this money. She's saying that I owe her $300 when it's actually $250 that she gave me, and that was for rent.
No, she's not saying any of that. She said you owe her money, and that's why she's suing you. She doesn't want to give me any more details. So if you give me details,
I have proof saying what he was going to pay me.
Okay, first tell me how he owed you.
Because he asked to borrow rent money.
When?
And April the 3rd.
How much?
He asked $300 for rent.
That's what
I
you
gave him
loaned him?
$300. And then the following couple days.
Ma'am, hold on. When was he to repay it?
He said 2 weeks, and if he didn't pay within 2 weeks, to add interest.
All right. And when was the second loan?
The second loan was a couple days later for $165.
Okay. And what did he tell you that was for?
He said for food and gas and other bills and whatnot, and probably to smoke his pot.
For food?
And yes.
And gas? Mm-hmm. You think he was driving across country, 165? You didn't question that?
I did.
Said, what, 165
he said for food
and
gas and to pay his other bills and use it on who knows what else, but yes.
Okay, to pay his other bills. All right. What has he said?
He said I had to give him more time because he didn't have a job.
Okay.
After that, I helped him make his resume up. I helped him fill out jobs. I drove him to job interviews. And when he got a job in July, I kept asking him, okay, you got a job now. I helped you get this. I did all this for you. And you're not.
Yeah, you act like you've never been in court before.
I haven't.
Okay, well, let me give you some insight. You don't curse in a courtroom as you just did, nor do you talk slick to the judge as you did earlier. All right? 2 things. Otherwise, you'll get your case thrown out. That's what happens. All right, now you know. You may not have known, but now you do. Okay. All right, good. And, sir, tell me about these loans and whether they occurred and whether you agreed to repay.
No, I do not agree for the simple fact that she said $300, but she actually gave me $250 for rent. I went and paid my rent with the $250, and then I don't know where because it was a gift. She originally said it was a gift, and you would have to pay it back. At that point,
I asked multiple times for it back.
Let him finish.
At that point, I don't know where this $165 has come from because she never gave me a second loan of $165.
What does she owe you for the counterclaim?
The counterclaim is due to the fact that after us breaking up, about September, her friend gave me a call, not even 2 weeks after her crashing her car, or so be the case. And her friend called me and told me she's going to do something crazy. I don't know what she's going to do. That night I got off work and I came home. It's about 3 a.m. She's banging on my door like a mad woman with her
He's got his
her defendant.
Let him finish.
At that point, her and her friends tried to push in my house after I opened the door. She attacked me. She pretty much bit, scratched, and kicked me and tried to push her way into my house and forcefully. And I pretty much, with the last remaining bit of strength that I did have, pushed all of them out the house and closed my door and just went back to sleep.
Did you get a police report or anything?
No, I did not call the cops because at that point I didn't want to get her in trouble.
Tell me about this incident.
Okay, well, first off, he has some of his dates mixed up. The night that his car was smashed or whatever, I do have a text message of him showing me it and everything.
What about
that happened a week before that.
You and your girlfriend trying to get in his house?
We did show up because he promised to pay me the day before, and he was ignoring my friend and me and not answering us.
So you all took the law into your own hands.
I went to ask him. He was pushing.
You
no,
came
he was
to his
pushing
house.
me.
I got it.
So I pushed
you went
back.
to his house, though, to confront him about the money. That's my point. You were uninvited. You went to confront him about a debt he owed you. That's when you come to court. Now, regarding this gift, sir, you said at some point she told you it was a gift. Did she later change her mind, you saying?
Yes. After her incident with her car and her getting totaled, she pretty much started to hit me up with money for that point, and then that's why I was like, I'm not talking to you.
All right. Ma'am, do you have any other evidence that he agrees to pay? I see you got a stack over there. No, you take the paragraph out of that stack and read it to me where he says he's going to repay you.
All right. Well, the first one I have is I asked him if he was ever going to pay me back. He said, you just got to give me time. I would sell you my soul.
Let's see that one.
He would sell me his soul.
All right.
To pay me back.
You just got to give me time. If I could sell my soul to pay for you, I would. In fact, you give me a couple of days, I'll sell my body on the stroll. Would you just put some money in his pocket? You see, he reached.
he, like,
he reached.
slapped
Oh, he smacked. Oh, okay. I was reading. I thought he was taking him up on it right now.
Yeah.
Sir, she has given me evidence to indicate that you did agree to pay. In fact, you agreed to sell your soul if you had to. Judgment for the plaintiff, 465. With regard to the damaged property, however, ma'am, I believe you were involved with that. I believe you and your friends conspired to do it. Judgment for the counterclaimant on the property. Have a good day.
Well, I'm kind of glad this situation is over. I don't have to deal with her anymore. I don't even have to talk to her at this point. Her and her friend, you know, they're not very educated.
You hit me up last night. You wanted to see me.
That's pretty funny because if I pulled my phone out,
last night, but now
she
you don't.
called at midnight.
It happened.
Long story short, she went and got tested and came back with 2 diseases.
You scum.